Do you want to make money fast as a student? Now, in this eye-opening video, we're going to be going over 10 secret ways that you can earn money right now as a student. I know that when I was a student in college, I always wanted more money, whether it is to go out with my friends more, or if it is that I needed textbooks to keep up with the class or the lecturer, or whether it was to just get by day to day or pay my tuition fees, I always needed money. The fact that I was going to school full-time and not able to work part-time or work any at all, then that made it even more difficult. But hey, I got you today. Stay tuned for these tips as to how you can start earning right now as a student so that you can better off your financial situation. So, stay tuned. Welcome back to the Next Level Life Hack, where we take the next steps needed to go towards our financial freedom and success. Now, as you're going through your studies, I know it can be hard. Most of the time, you're struggling for ends to meet, especially if you are not from a wealthy family, or maybe you were not fortunate enough that your parents invested in a college fund so that you could have funds ready for when you started college. Then this content is for you. Now, you might be getting an allowance, it might not be able to stretch, but not to worry. However, based on the fact that you are a college student, I'm not going to be going easy on you in terms of some of my recommendations, because as far as I know, you have to be at a certain level of aptitude and ability to get into college. So therefore, my expectations of you are going to be higher than a normal person who has maybe not been educated or not going to college, because you're smart. Let's not try to deny it. You had to be smart to get into college, so why not do smart things to get money? So therefore, do not complain when I suggest some of these things, because I know you're smart enough to do them. Now, the first one that we're going to be looking at is to leverage your writing skills. And you must have a certain ability in terms of grammar, writing, vocabulary for you to have gotten into college. Or if it is that you are not able to do it yourself, you can't fool me. You're very well aware of artificial intelligence. Maybe you have used it a lot for some coursework and assignments and even some of your tests. So don't deny that you're not aware of these things, but are you optimizing the use of them so that you can make money from them during your college years? So you're going to be utilizing them and monetizing these skills and these platforms. Now, the 3 ways that I'm going to be recommending that you utilize your writing skills or utilizing AI for your writing skills is: 1, create an ebook that costs you nothing. And these platforms, these artificial intelligence like ChatGPT or Gemini, they have free versions. So there is no cost to you. Utilize them to write ebooks, then you're going to be editing it and catering it to your style or the way you want it to be stated so that you will get the message across. Then once you have finalized this ebook, you're going to be placing them on platforms such as Amazon KDP, which is Kindle Direct Publishing, or you're going to be putting it on Smashworks or Draft Digital, or you're going to be putting it on Barnes and Noble Press. Because yes, I'm going to be giving you the recommendations and the platforms as well. So there's no excuse that you're going to be saying that, hey, you do not have the information. At least I'm going to be feeling more comfortable that I gave you the information, but it's just that you did not utilize it. The second way is that you're going to be offering freelance writing. And you're going to be creating your profile and advertising yourself on platforms such as Fiverr, Freelancer, or Upwork. Create your profile, give examples of the work that you can do, and then start advertise your freelance writing. The other way is to start a blog. Now, you have many different things that you are learning in college that you can write a blog about. And you can earn good money from these blogs by advertising them properly. Websites for this include Wix, WordPress.com, Blogger, Squarespace, or Medium. So therefore, start creating your blogs even from some coursework or assignments that you're doing, topics that you're doing in your different subject areas. Write a blog, because one thing I know about college students as well is that you are oftentimes very opinionated on topics. So therefore, monetize your opinion and start doing blogs. The next area is to tap into your creativity, and you will therefore be using your design skills to create logos, social media graphics, or to just website designs. Now, you can use easy tools like Hostinger, Canva, Behance, Dribbble. All of these platforms will allow you to create designs and you can monetize them, because there are many content creators or small businesses that need your services. They don't have the time or the skills to create this, but you as a college student, even if you do not know, someone once told me that the reason they hire university students or college students is not based on the degree that they have, but they thought that the fact that someone went to a college or university, they are able to learn faster than the typical person just by the curriculum or the matriculation that they went through. So therefore, you as a college student, you have the skill to learn fast. So therefore, if you don't even know how to create these designs or to create these platforms, you can learn pretty easily, especially if you're doing IT or you're doing coding in college. Use these skills to start earning before you even complete college. Now, the next thing that you're going to be doing in your graphic design is that you're going to create art and craft and you're going to sell them. Now, you have platforms like Etsy, Artsy, eBay, Craigslist that you can create things and then you can sell them through these platforms. If you don't want to be carrying an inventory for them, then Etsy, Shopify are the platforms that you will be going on, so that you can simply pick the design, pick the product type, choose a supplier, and then you have no part in the supply of these products. You do not carry an inventory. You do not even have to manage the customer service, but they will be done for you by these platforms. So start doing them. Your next option is to offer tutoring services. If you're a second year, you can tutor first year. If you're a first year, you can tutor high school students. If you're a third year, you can tutor first year students. Students are always looking for a private tutor or someone to assist them. Start monetizing these services. You could be assisting with coursework or projects that you can charge a fee for. Then you can take this to another level. You can now start to provide online tutoring, because the platforms exist for you to offer these services in your downtime. Now, another thing why I'm not giving you college students any excuse. You have classes that sometimes finish from 11 a.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m. that leaves the rest of the entire day and the weekends. There are even some days that you can organize your timetable in a way that certain days you don't have class. What are you going to be doing on those days off? Playing games, drinking, smoking? Nah. It's time for you to start earning more so that you can have extra income to pay off your school fees. The worst thing you can do is to have a student loan that once school is finished, you're entering the world with the baggage of a debt. No, finance yourself so that you can pay your tuition fees, provide for yourself so that you exit college debt-free. Platforms for your online tutoring can be Chegg Tutors, TutorMe, Schooly, Wizant, and Khan Academy. Now, Khan Academy has really been exploding and they're a real good platform for you to utilize. So start earning from them. Your next idea is going to be explore online freelancing. And you can offer things like virtual assistants because of your ability again to organize yourself and your ability to maneuver certain things like Microsoft Office, Zoom, Teams, your calendar. Then you could be an asset to a small business person or just someone in a 9-to-5 with a side hustle who wants to coordinate their activities more. And you can earn a good income from being a virtual assistant. And as I said before, you do have the free time that you could be doing these things for these persons and earning a good income. What are the platforms for this? Again, you can do Upwork, Fiverr, Freelancer. VA Marketplace is one such one as well that you can advertise your services and start earning. Your next way here in terms of script writing is also to be transcription. Now you can transcribe audio or video into text, and this is to be done on your free time as well on platforms such as Rev or TranscribedMe or GoScript or Scribie. Or Scribie. I think it's more Scribie though, that you can start earning from transcription. Now your next area is going to be to utilize your tech skills. And again, I'm not going to go easy on you because you're a college student. You're probably doing these things in courses currently. So it's time for you to monetize them. And by offering these services as a side gig, it will also be giving you more practice so you can excel in your classes. So things like web development and design, it's pretty easy. You have artificial intelligence again that is able to Transfer text into the website development that makes the job easier for you. One that comes to mind easily is Hostinger, and you could be using this platform and be charging your services to creating web pages. There's also no excuse for you. Even if you do not know it, you can easily learn it. Another area that you might not have thought of is to sell your old stuff. You have accumulated so many things up to the point of you going to college. What do you need them for? There's a 90% chance that you will not even be going back home, especially if you moved out of state to a college. Because hey, you have become so accustomed to operating and living on your own that you will not want to go back home under the constraints, under the management of your parents. So you will find a job, or you will move with your spouse or friends to start accommodating and paying for dwelling somewhere else. So what about all those old things that you have accumulated over the years? Your gaming console, the television in your room that will not be used anymore, or even clothing that were gently worn, or some things you never wore because when your parents bought them for you, you hated them and you just did not wear them. It's time to start placing them on eBay. So go home for a weekend, load up everything that you know you will no longer need, and just bring them back to the dorm. Then place them on eBay and just start shipping them out. Your price, of course, is going to include the cost of shipping so that you are not bearing any expenses, and start earning for the junk that you have in your room. Makes sense, right? So if you have the time and you do not want to go through an online sale, go home again for one holiday or one weekend and have a garage sale. Put the sign up around your community, place them out in your front yard. You would be surprised how your junk is another man's treasure, and you would be surprised as to how much persons are willing to pay for things that you had as a junk item. Another way is to participate in surveys and market research. There are many companies who love to hire college students because you are perceived to be smarter than the rest, and you have the ability to perform the research or the surveys at a higher intellectual level. Plus, you have more free time than persons who are in a 9-to-5 or in a full-time job. So therefore, they like to hire college students. Now you have platforms like Fieldwork and Research Group who are always looking for persons, and they pay different scale and ranges for different types of research. So therefore, get on these platforms, sign up, invest the time in doing a good profile, and for you to be stating what your experiences have been so that you can qualify for more researches than the average person, and you can start earning immediately. Now, one main advantage from all the recommendations I have made to you is that you can set your own time for work. You have the flexibility, so you could be doing these jobs at nights, public holidays, weekends, in between classes. Even when a class has been cancelled, then you can jump on and do these things so that you can monetize your time. So there you have it. Recommendations that you can stop living hand to mouth by just the allowance, or just so that you can assist your parents in financing your tuition, textbooks, lunch money, and allowance spending money. The more that you can assist yourself financially throughout college is a better quality of life that you can live while going to college, or you can save yourself the expenses of a loan after exiting. There is no reason that you should be living under a certain level while you're going to school and not live comfortably, because, as I said, you have the skill, you have the time, utilize them, monetize them. Now, as usual, my friends, if you know of anyone that can benefit from this information, please share it with them. Also, I just ask that you watch the suggested videos at the end of this content so that you can learn more about videos that I have put out in the past that you or your other college friends can benefit from, because hey, they're mostly about side hustles and you can easily well do them while you're attending college. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.